I know it's funny having someone say, "Oh, I have a headache," and my thought being, "Oh, good." That's great. You know, yeah. But it's true, you know. And when I'm sitting up here and I'm like, you know, crunching this and all that, it's like the universe just trying to expand itself. Or the bones, like the structure can function just fine in a particular capacity, but when you up the juice, all the bones and the tissues and everything needs to shift. For me, anyway, you know, and that. The details of the physiology changing throughout these years have been numerous, and with awareness of brain function, different sides of the brain, the autonomic nervous system, cellular function, organ function, all of that has also been that seamless I am of opening through the liver and experiencing the consciousness of self as the liver and how it functions and how it relates to the spleen, or how, right, all of that. So in that embodiment, as you open through all that, the assimilation takes care of itself, in that it wants to happen, and when the movement can't happen, there's discomfort. So that attention goes to that discomfort. And whether you go to a chiropractor and get your back adjusted, or take a bath, you know, or dig your fingers in to these spaces in your head that you haven't really felt before, right? So that discomfort is just consciousness directing attention where it needs to go. And I would imagine if you just continue to stretch, right? Stretching your body, doing yoga or opening, that you will help facilitate that movement that is already underway. And that should help relieve the headache. And it depends. I mean, sometimes a shift can happen physically, can happen really quickly. And other times the tendons or, you know, tissues hold on longer, so you kind of like gotta dig in a little bit more, right, to help those things open up. You know, I experience you as so light, and so many people are in the heavy ground looking for that light, right? And you're saying the opposite. It's like that place of being that light, right? But how do you get that to ground? Right? Wanting. So it's that the meeting is still wanted of all of that. I'm not saying this because I'm seeing it as true in your body. It's just appearing as a question. This is a question for you, which is to perhaps look and see if there's anything about the physical being or physical body that you have ideas about, resistance to, or judgment, or fear, or concern, or in just a curious inquiry of, is there any storyline around form that slows down the process of all that light penetrating? And maybe there is, and maybe there isn't, you know, but
probably there is.
I don't know, you know.
I have those questions and ask myself sometimes, and sometimes the answers come, sometimes they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been an ongoing process for me to, like, how do I honor and accept really every part of his being. And there were definitely things that I cut off, cut out, and I'm slowly reintegrating and I think I'm not done yet. It's an ongoing process. Yeah. So I'm sure, yeah, totally, yeah, what you're indicating.
Yeah, there's been so much density, there's been so much experience of feeling cut off from the divine. For all of us, it's part of this core thought form that's being broken down. It's part of the heart of the, what was lanced. And I imagine it's what's true for everybody, right? The sense of that separation. And so sometimes the form can be associated with that sense of separation. But I just keep experiencing in that assimilation the body's changing. The structure, the substance is changing. So whatever had been true in that storyline is actually no longer true. So in the meeting, like as you opened that inquiry, just kind of knowing, like, okay, these are old pulling out the old storybooks. What are those storybooks that are ready to come into the rainbow sunlight?